Welcome to my second video on doing some customizing for Harley Davidson motorcycle. What I'm going to be doing today, or at least over the next week, is I bought a new tank off eBay for my Sportster. This is the 2007 onwards tank because it's the EFI model. It's a big cutout for the fuel injection module to go inside. If you're getting a new tank for any bike which is younger than 2007, you know that it has the little petcock on the side for the car. I wanted one that had these racing decals on the side because I want to try and see if I can save it. Will be stripped back right down to the metal. Also, there's a dent in the very front of the tank, which made it much cheaper than buying a tank that's in perfect condition. I'm going to be turning the bike into kind of a flat tracker style bike. Still comfortable enough to ride long distances, but it has the look of a flat tracker. And we're starting with the tank. Before I start sanding, what I've done is I've actually just masked off these areas. That's the area where the fuel injection module goes inside. And then if I just turn this over, see, I've just masked off the petrol cap section as well. I just don't want any loose bits and pieces to go inside the tank when I'm sanding it. So I've just masked those off for now. What I decided to do in the end, after getting some high-grade sandpaper, sanding block and stuff, and I did quite a bit of work to the top, then I ended up actually just going out and getting a it was a 35 quid sander by McAllister. It's got interchangeable little sanding blocks, so it's got that one, and then it's got the round one and that little detailing one, and for 35 quid it's actually making the job so much faster. It just seemed a lot easier, and as I've got to do the front and the rear fenders, I just thought it would make life a lot easier. And it's actually, I've taken almost the whole top off in, must be about 15 minutes maybe. So the whole thing, and I spent about, I think it was about 2 hours earlier in terms of saving time. I thought that was a really good thing, so I recommend going out. It's 35 quid, it's a pretty good one. I definitely recommend going out and getting one of those to make your job easier. So this is the work I've done in the tank now. I really like the way that it's come out. As I was trying to actually get rid of all the paint, and I've taken it back to the metal, and what I've done is I've actually left sections where you can actually still see little bits and pieces of the primer underneath. It's still sitting there, and I really just like the way that the metal comes out. It just looks really cool. And so I've left I left the decals on, which is what I was going to originally do. But I just think it looks wicked. I think it looks very cool. So I've decided to change the whole look of the bike because the tank just came out really cool. So I'm going to make it much of it's quite a dirty look really. The rest of the bike is just going to be stripped back, nothing precious about it at all. I've used a really thin clear coat. U-Pole has got this really cool clear coat that I used for a lot of my decals and stuff that I've used on here because I wanted this to still be matte, so it doesn't have that gloss finish to it. I don't know if you can see the light, but this is very thin. There's only a couple of layers on it just to stop it from rusting. And yeah, so that's the tank there. How it's come out. I think it looks wicked. It looks totally different. It's a little rough around the edges, which is the look I was going for. Well, the look that kind of just happened, really. So that's what the tank looks like, and then soon I'll be putting everything onto the bike and showing you what it looks like.